Hi, and welcome to this video on Granite Countertop Marketing. In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way to get 10 times more countertop leads and make higher profits than you ever have before. So let's get started here. Now, my name is Jason Lee. I'm the Marketing Director for Extreme Vision Now. Besides being an internet marketing and web design expert, I'm also a Granite Countertop marketing expert. I have over 10 years of experience as being a highly successful marketing expert for multiple companies. I'm Granite Master Certified. I have college degrees in both marketing and sales and literally dozens of certificates for AdWords, social media, all kinds of things online. So I'm definitely an expert on this topic, and I think you'll get a lot of great information from watching this video. So let's just kind of go through it. Now in this video, it's about 20 to 30 minutes long. So try to watch the whole thing at once because it is a little bit complicated, some of the things that I'm going to be explaining, and I'll try to do my best to make it easy for you. But if you break it up in pieces, it's probably going to get disconnected. So now I'm also going to really show you what you really want to know here is the secret of how you can get 10 times more leads. I'm going to teach you what internet marketing is and also show you what we can do to help. Now, it really doesn't matter if you do decide you don't want to work with us. I guarantee that this information will be helpful for your business, and I know that not all businesses out there have the budget to hire professionals like myself in our company, so hopefully this will help you out, but let's go through. So if you do want to skip and you just want to go straight to getting a consultation with us, that's fine. Just click the button below and you can just book a consultation. We'll give you a really personal in-depth overview of what we do for our program, all of our costs, all those kind of things. We don't go through our cost in this video, so if you do want that, just click on the video or click on the button below. But let's get started. So here's the big question. Do you want to get a ton more leads for your Granite Countertop business? But you don't want to spend more or lots more money on marketing and risk having the same low cost of most marketing methods you've probably done in the past? Well, what if I told you that there was a marketing method that you could spend less money on your overall marketing and at the same time generate 10 times more leads and make higher profits than you've ever had made in the past for your Granite Countertop business? On top of that, it would also be the easiest way for you to generate more business and clients compared to any other marketing method you may have tried. Would you be interested? Well, sure you would. Every Granite Countertop company would be interested in spending less money and generating a ton more business. So what is this secret marketing method? Well, it's pretty simple actually. It's actually internet marketing, and that's why you're watching the video, right? Well, with internet marketing, you can easily generate 10 times to 100 times more leads and spend literally half the amount of money that you're spending on traditional marketing. Now, here's the big thing though. The truth is this is not actually a secret. In fact, some of your competitors are already doing this right now, and that's probably why they're generating a lot more business than what you are. Now, before we go forward, I know what you're thinking because I hear this all the time. I know what internet marketing is, right? Well, let's be honest. Unless you're currently generating hundreds of leads every month from online, then chances are you don't really know what internet marketing is. And this is the #1 misunderstanding of internet marketing today. It's thinking that you already know what it is. This one thing costs business owners like yourself money, time, and basically gives away your business to your competitors. This will also basically guarantees that you'll never get more clients online. So even if you do know a few things already, let's just be open-minded and let's just go through for a few minutes. We'll review some of the basics of what internet marketing is and what it isn't. So what is internet marketing? Well, internet marketing is about driving people to your business and generating leads from different internet sources that your customers use. Now think about this as being very similar to traditional marketing. With traditional marketing, you have newspapers, magazines, flyers, etc., that you're trying to attract business for. Well, the same thing with the internet. There's all these different kind of methods out there that you can attract new customers to your business from online. So that's kind of the basics of internet marketing. Now, here's what internet marketing is not. It's not about just having a website. There is the more marketing sources online you have, basically the more leads. Same with traditional marketing. Now, with your website, Think of your website as similar to your business location. If you open up a business and you have it in a side street in a busy city, but if it's on a really narrow, small side street and nobody comes and actually drives past your location, then how are you going to get business? You're going to have to do marketing. You're going to have to do newspaper ads, all kind of traditional marketing, those kind of things. Now with the internet, it's the exact same way. We have all these different kind of strategies that we implement for the internet marketing to bring new customers to your business. Now, Google is just one of those sources for internet marketing. I hear this a lot from business owners. They say that, well, I have a website and I can search my name and I find myself on Google. Well, that's not internet marketing. That means that you're found on one source and you're only being found when you actually search your name. You're not being found when people are searching for, Granite Countertops, Massachusetts, or Granite Countertops, Florida. So if you want to be found, then there's a lot of different ways that we do that throughout this entire strategy. Now, each one of these pieces to the internet marketing strategy breaks out to a lot of little pieces. So social media marketing, a lot of people think of social media, they think of Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or even YouTube, those kind of things. But there's actually hundreds of different social medias out there, and there's strategies for each one of those that we do to try to bring more clients. So, internet marketing, I know it looks extremely complicated, and it is, but is it worth it? Well, absolutely. And internet marketing, I can guarantee you, is by far the best marketing you can do for your business today, hands down. So let's just basically kind of discuss why internet marketing is the best marketing you can do. Well, number one, it is the most effective marketing that you can do today. Now, looking at this graph here, you can kind of see the top two bars, these top ones up here, these are what some internet marketing strategies. Their average effective rate is over 50 something percent. Now, they also have the lowest monthly cost. Your traditional marketing has the highest monthly cost and has the lowest effective rate. Things such as newspapers, coupons, online ads, yellow pages, like yellow pages, radio, television, those kind of things like that, they're all super low. They're normally between 1% up to around 8% for the majority of your traditional marketing methods. Now here's reason number two. It's the lowest cost to reach people. When you're doing marketing, you want to reach as many people as you possibly can to tell them about your business and to tell them about your services that you offer. So with traditional marketing, if you do direct mail, mail order, newspaper, etc., doing even TV, radio, those costs are literally in the hundreds of dollars, averaging normally around $250 to $300 per 1,000 people that you reach. Now with online, that's actually tremendously cheaper. It can be anywhere from $2 up to $15 depending on the type of ad to reach 1,000 people. With online search such as Google, those numbers can go down to even to the pennies to reach 1,000 people. So here's reason number three. It's the lowest cost per lead. Now with traditional marketing, if you do stuff like radio, television, yellow pages, those kind of things, those costs are quite high monthly. $2,500 to $5,000 a month for yellow or for radio and television is totally normal. These are kind of average costs, as you can kind of see from a lot of different Granite companies that I've worked with over the past who've done traditional methods. Now your leads that you get for those costs, now these are not customers, these are just leads, people who hear your ad and they may call or may stop down. Those are the numbers that are kind of what the average are. So what your cost per lead is you just divide 2,500 by the number of leads that you get for that source per month. Now these are the averages based over a lot of different a lot of different Granite companies out there, but they're normally between $200 to $500 per lead. Now remember, that's not a customer, that's just a lead. Now with internet marketing, those costs are just incredibly lower. You're talking per lead, sometimes around $1 per lead, up to $50 per lead, which is quite a bit, 4 to 5 times, if the highest, lower than your traditional marketing methods. Now here's number four, and this is a really awesome one. Your return on investment on internet marketing actually grows over time. So as time goes on, when you first start internet marketing, your costs are the same. So it starts off the same, especially when you do a program like with us. The costs are the same, but your leads you're going to get are going to be less to start off with. So your cost per lead is going to be higher. But as the months go along, then your internet marketing becomes more and more effective, and then it grows, and so your cost per lead actually just drops. Sometimes this will drop down to even less than $1 per lead. Now, with traditional marketing, this is not the case. In fact, this is the exact opposite. I'm a marketing expert. I study every different kind of marketing methods out there. And there are a lot of other marketing companies like myself that look at what's happening with traditional, and all the statistics are showing that traditional marketing is becoming less and less effective because internet marketing is becoming more and more effective. More people are doing stuff online than just searching your traditional newspapers and magazines. So as time goes on, your cost will stay the same with traditional marketing, but you'll actually get less and less clients from that marketing method. So here's reason number 5. You have a lower overall cost. Now, if you're running a business, you should be doing a roughly around 10% of what your total revenue is of marketing budget. So if you're generating $1 million of revenue, or you want to generate $1 million of revenue for a Granite Countertop company, then you should be spending at least $8,300 a month on marketing. Now, with traditional, most companies, this is a lot of average numbers I see from a lot of Granite companies, is they spend around $7,300 for just their marketing things, for yellow pages, newspapers, dividing up your costs for the year for doing different home shows, doing a few home shows throughout the year, and those kind of things. Now, they also, a lot of companies do have a dedicated marketing employee or a person who will be sales slash marketing, and they'll spend half their time or a third of their time actually doing marketing. So for that 7,300, you add additional 2,000, a rough average for what the additional cost is for marketing, have an employee helping you with your marketing. And you're probably looking around 15 to 25 quality leads per month. You get a lot of junk leads in there, but the quality leads are normally around 15 to 25. If you're getting better than that, that's good. There's some methods you do get better on and other ones you don't, but those are kind of averages throughout the year. Now with internet marketing, these numbers are tremendously different. With Google AdWords, let's say you spend $1,000, you spend $300 on pay-per-click for social media, and then you do an SEO package for $2,900. You're looking at a cost roughly around $4,300, which would be about half of what you're spending. Plus, when you hire a company and you have an SEO package like ourselves, you don't need a dedicated marketing employee working all that time doing on the marketing side. The business owner can do that, or you can have your marketing person focus more on sales, because now you're going to be having a lot more leads. Generally, you're looking at around 150 to 250 leads per month. After you've been doing the program for roughly around a year or so of expert management. I've seen numbers much higher, I've seen numbers lower. It does depend on your market as well, and that's normally what we discuss in the consultation to see what your market can handle. Okay, so what's the potential with internet marketing? Now, these are real numbers from an actual client of ours, where we searched for Franklin, Massachusetts, just on Google alone, within 25 miles of Franklin, Massachusetts, just on Google, there are around 12,850 searches per month for the top 30 keywords that are related to Granite. Now, that's a lot of searches that are just related to Granite. Now, the top 800 is roughly around 32,000, and that's per month. Not all those people are buying, but they're searching for things, and that's generally how most people start the process. In fact, today, 98% of all purchases start with an internet search, where people are actually Googling and searching for information on, granite countertops, best kitchen countertops, and those kind of things. So that's a lot of people that are searching, and that potential is huge. So let's see what happens to those. Where do all those customers who are searching, where do they go when they're searching on Google? Well, on Google, this top spot here and this side spot here, this is what we call paid traffic. This is your pay-per-click or Google AdWords that you'd actually pay for. Generally, it's around $2 to $4 per click. When you have a professional like ourselves run your AdWords campaign, we can actually get those numbers down, and you actually get a higher percentage. But that's only 6% of those numbers that I just showed you go to those spots there. So the other 94% of traffic goes to what we call organic, and that's the non-paid, the non-ads. These are what Google has determined through their computer algorithm which is a computer program that determines how relevant a website is to the search that people are searching for. So for an example, if this up here, if we typed in Granite Countertops, Boston, then up here, people would be paying for that keyword search on these spots here, and they'll be paying between $2 to $4. Now, on these spots here, whoever's at this number one spot, they're not paying a single cent to be able to have a click. If somebody clicks on this spot, they're going to pay between $2 to $4 for that person to click on their ad. Here, if they click on it, they don't pay anything for there. So we do call these free ads, but to be able to get in these spots, you have to do SEO optimization, which is normally what a professional does like myself, to be able to get those up. This potential is absolutely massive. When you consider that 94% of all traffic is clicking in this area, those same numbers of that top 30, that's over 12,000 clicks per month going to just the organic section. So that's a lot of people, and that's a lot of clicks that you could potentially be getting if you're ranked high for those top 30 keywords. Now, how do you get some of that traffic? Well, like I said, 94% of those searches go just to the organic side. But if you look at this graph here, starting with this section working our way around, almost 75% of all of those searches just go to the top 5 spots on Google. So people are just clicking in those top spots because most of the time they're lazy, and they see something that fits what they're looking for and they'll just click on it. So it's all about rankings basically. The number one spot in Google gets 42% of those clicks. That's a huge amount of people that would be clicking if your company is ranked number one for a high search traffic keyword, such as granite countertops for your location. So who gets all of that traffic? Like I said, if you're ranked number one, you could be getting 42% of that. With our example, that's 5,300 visits just for those top 3 keywords, and you'd be paying nothing, zero per click on every one of those. Now, if you were paying for those actual clicks, those same 5,300, obviously even at the low side of $2, you'd be talking over $10,000 per month to pay for that many clicks. So the value of being ranked in this section here is just absolutely incredible. All right, this comes down to what is the biggest secret of internet marketing, and it's getting ranked number one in Google, Yahoo, and Bing for as many keywords as possible. This is where your biggest bang for your buck is when it comes to internet marketing. We can do paid ads, but they're going to be $2 to $4 per click. But when you do SEO, then there's no cost per click, and it's just the amount of money or the amount of time it requires us to be able to get your website ranking up there. So how do we get to the number one spot in Google? This is the $1,000,000 question that every company in the world who knows anything about internet marketing wants to know. Well, the first thing you need to know is it does not happen automatically. Just because you can search for your business, typing the name of your business in on Google and it comes up, does not mean that you're going to be ranking when somebody types in granite countertops or granite quartz countertops or any one of the top 30 keywords. It doesn't mean you're going to be ranking. So what we have to do to be able to get your website ranking is we do search engine optimization. Now I know this looks really complicated. I'm not going to explain all of these, but very simply, the easiest way to explain it is that let's say this is your website here in the middle. You have two main areas that we work on. We work on what's called on page, or that's on your website. We add content, we add pages, we do all these technical things to the actual website. There's a lot of technical things that is required by Google. And then we also do what's called off page, or these things that are off your website that will actually affect your rankings. Google uses all of this, like they basically do all of this as a science. It's a big computer program that automatically looks at all of these sources online, looks at your website and looks at off your website, and then determines whether or not you should be ranked in the number one spot or not. It's very complicated and it is an exact science. This is not something that your nephew or even a normal business owner would just be able to figure out just by reading some articles on the internet about ranking your website. This is think of something more of like an engineer kind of level. So it has to be done right if you want to get rankings. Now, increasing rankings is not easy, and this is the biggest problem with internet marketing. And in fact, it's getting harder and harder because more of your competitors, more people, more companies are understanding the value of internet marketing, and so they're doing this kind of work or hiring companies to get them to rank higher in Google. And this is where it's extremely complicated. Just by looking for this next year here, there are literally hundreds of factors that will affect your ranking. Now, besides the fact that it is extremely hard and it's time consuming, it's also extremely dangerous. And this is where I really warn a lot of business owners out there. You've probably heard of Google penalty, and if you haven't heard of it, you absolutely need to know what it is. If you do something wrong that is not according to Google standards or Yahoo or Bing standards, then they'll actually penalize your website. Now, what they'll do is they'll pull it from the rankings. So instead of you, if your website is ranking, number one or number two, and then you get a penalty, then you'll be off of the search engines, so that you won't even be able to be found on the search engines. This will literally happen overnight, and generally it comes from breaking any one of Google's rules by doing something wrong, by doing something illegal or not according to what they want. And it's very complicated on what those actually are, but I've seen business owners who have hired cheap companies out there, paying a few $100s a month to do SEO from India or from overseas, and then they get slapped with a Google penalty because the company didn't know what they were doing and did the wrong thing. And that could cost their business literally thousands of dollars per month just by having that penalty. All right, so it's pretty obvious that internet marketing is much better than traditional marketing. Like I said, with traditional marketing, you generally have higher costs, it's less effective, there's more cost per lead, and it's getting less effective over time. With internet marketing, it's the exact opposite. It's a much, much lower cost overall. You have a much higher effective rate. It's less cost per lead, and it's getting more effective over time. So what are your options when it comes to internet marketing? Because this is probably what you really want to know as a business owner. So here's your options. Now you could either do it yourself, but keep in mind, like I said, you'd need to learn a highly skilled trade. This is like an engineer, like a doctor. This is very technical. It's very time consuming to do this kind of work. Now you'd also have to buy monthly subscriptions, software, tools, and tracking programs to be able to help you to make sure that you're accomplishing what you need to. So there's a minimum cost there, probably around $500. It could be up to $2,000 depending on what kind of programs and everything you use if you're a professional, using professional programs like a company like myself. Now you could also hire an employee to do it. Now an employee, the exact same issues are there. It's a highly skilled trade. It's very time consuming. You have to have those, subscriptions and those tools to help you out. But then you're going to be paying an employee, for that monthly cost to have them do the work as well. Now, both of those options, like I have to tell you right off the bat, are really, really bad options for a business owner because they're extremely dangerous to do. As you can just do the wrong thing and you can get a penalty and destroy literally all of your efforts, or you could literally spend your entire time, hundreds of hours working on trying to get ranking and trying to do internet marketing yourself and have very little to no results from it. Now, a better option would be to hire an expert because this is a skilled trade. Just as your customers wouldn't generally won't, just buy granite slab themselves and try to cut it in their garage and install it all themselves. They're going to hire a professional and expert like yourselves to be able to do the work for them. So this is where you're going to get the best value. Generally, what happens is that when you hire an expert, they pay for all those software tracking, tracking tools and all those things like that. Like a company like myself, it's normally around $2,000 or so a month is what we pay for those kind of things. You're free to do your business because you want to focus on what you're good at. So this is by far the easiest option because you're outsourcing all of it. Now, I do want to say a big beware at this point because you do get what you pay for. Like I mentioned before, hiring cheap companies just because they seem to have a low cost and they make big promises does not mean that you're going to get results, or even worse, they could give you penalties. And most of the time what happens is once you get a penalty, they just disappear. And then some other company would have to come in and try to fix it for them. And it's much, much harder to fix something after it's happened. Now, how much would it cost to hire an expert just in-house? If you hired an expert like myself, who's just kind of average at the industry, right now in the United States, An SEO expert is around $98,000 a year. So you're looking at around $8,200 a month is what the cost to hire an SEO expert to actually have in your business. Keep in mind they probably won't know all of the different internet marketing sources. They might not have degrees in internet, or they might not have degrees in marketing and direct marketing, like myself. But they'll probably know what they're doing pretty well. You could also outsource to a similar SEO company, similar to what we do. They have, they're going to offer a lot of the same things. They probably, won't have the same results as what we do, and generally their costs are quite a bit higher than what we have as well. So I mean, if you outsource for a similar SEO company, you're looking at around $5,400 a month, which is actually a lot more than what we charge. But this is one of the largest local business internet marketing companies that's currently in America right now. This is their exact numbers from their website of what they actually charge to offer about half the services of what we offer. So, which that basically comes to what your best option is, and that's the hire Extreme Vision now. Now, besides being the easiest way to get more leads and have higher profits using internet marketing, we're also the easiest company to work with. Number one, like I mentioned, I'm a granite countertop marketing expert. I already have over 10 years of experience working with granite and kitchen companies. I'm granite master certified. I know the industry extremely well. I have degrees in both degrees in both marketing and sales. I study direct marketing, and I'm an expert in internet marketing and web design. So I can basically cover all the bases on that side. Also, too, because we already know your industry, we do everything for you, unlike a lot of companies that will basically require you to provide content or require your direction. We can literally just take over and handle everything on your website for you. That includes creating content, posting, stuff for your social media. I mean, literally everything, because this is what I've done professionally now for over 10 years for different companies. So we're also going to cost a lot less than similar companies out there, and we give you more features than most companies do as well. So one of the big reasons why, like I mentioned before, remember how I said at the very beginning of this video that you could get a ton more leads, spend less money, and it would be the easiest marketing? But then as I went through all those slides, you could see that internet marketing is clearly not easy. It's actually very hard. Well, the only way that's actually really true that it's the easiest marketing out there is if you use a program like ours, which this is the only program that I'm aware of that's for granite countertop or kitchen companies, is our specific program. What we do is we have an internet marketing partnership where we actually will partner with your business. What that means is that we give you everything you need to be extremely successful online and to help you generate a ton of leads. We'll walk you through everything, handle as much or as little as you want us to, and we basically will guarantee that you will get more leads. It's super simple. How it works is that you just pay us a monthly fee, and now it depends on your market, on how much competition there is there, and all those kind of things, and also how much you want us to do for you. But you'll just pay us a monthly fee. We handle everything, and then you'll get leads, prospects, and customers from all of the work basically that we do. And we show you everything that we do as we go through the process. We're very transparent, and that way you can see what's going on. Now, there is a catch. So the catch is that we only work with one granite countertop company per area. So generally, if it's a large city, it's within a 10-mile radius. We only have one company, and most all other cities, it's about a 25-mile radius. The reason why is because, like I said, with Google, Bing, and Yahoo, only one company can rank number one. So it really wouldn't be fair to our customers, and it's not fair to us to compete against ourselves as well. So we only pick one company per location that we work with, and we say there's absolutely no exceptions to that rule. That means that basically right now we are looking for partners. If you've been contacted, we have contacted your competitors as well. And what we're looking for is we're looking for very specific companies that we want to work with. So the companies we're looking for, we need them to understand the value of marketing as an investment. They need to be serious about getting a ton more leads, and they want long-term growth and a partnership. So like I said, we're in this for the long haul. We want companies that we can work with that are interested in growing. With internet marketing, it takes time to build up. It's with Google AdWords, it's like a light switch. We can do it overnight. but with all other things like SEO, it takes a little bit of time. Once you build up, you're just going to get a tremendous amount of results. So we want to work with companies like our past companies that we've worked with for years now. That's what we're looking for. So if you are interested, don't wait, because like I said, once we get one company for your area, we can't help you. And I do apologize for that if you get this video and you contact us and we say we've already booked somebody up. I do apologize. We send this out to and we contact multiple companies, generally all within the same week, and we try to do all the consultations with them in a quick process. But anyways, if you are interested, just don't wait. Contact us. Just let us know. We'll walk through things, give you more details and everything like that. So this brings us on to what's the next step. Is that if you do want to find out more, just request a free consultation and a website analysis. What we'll do is that we'll review your current website if you have one. We'll look at your current internet marketing strategy if you have one, and what your online marketing potential is for your area. So we can tell you exactly this is the number of people that are searching, this is what we could expect for what kind of results, and those kind of things. We'll actually give you reports that will show you your current rankings, your current website, areas to improve, and those are completely free. You can keep those. We don't ask for those back or anything like that, even if you don't work with us. We'll also give you a detailed overview of our program. We'll show you exactly what we do on how we're ranking our current clients, and what we can do for your business to get you to have a lot more leads. And then we'll basically answer all questions and give you what our current pricing is for your area. So if you are interested, then just click the link below to book a phone consultation now. Like I said, it's absolutely free. There's no obligation. It's completely confidential. We won't tell any of your competitors or give out any personal information throughout that process. So just feel free to click the button below. There's a little bit more information on the page if you want to find out some basics about what you're going to get with a consultation and what we offer with our program. There's just some basics below, but normally in the actual consultation we'll go over all the pricing and answer any kind of questions that you might have. All right, we look forward to hearing from you and hope you have a great day.